those of you who have STIs or have modified them previously, this video is kind of moot to you. But for the new guys, coming from somebody who has previously owned STIs and went down the rabbit hole of modifications, these are some of the most highly recommended modifications that I can give to you if you want your STI to last a long time and you want the least amount of stress possible when it comes to long-term ownership and reliability. You should probably consider a air oil separator. These cars are notorious for blow-by. They're pretty bad at it. Probably consider a oil pickup. They are notorious for cracking and breaking from the factory. And if that happens while you're driving, especially under load, you can kiss your engine goodbye. Along with that, you could throw in a baffled oil pan. It's probably not as important. If I had to pick one of the two, I'd go with the oil pickup tube. Along with those, most of you don't want to hear it, but if reliability is a concern of yours, I would get rid of the unequal length headers and I would go straight to equal length headers. If you get the right setup, you still can retain a little bit of the rumble, but if you are absolutely against going equal length and you want to keep the rumble, at the very least, I would consider getting the cylinder 4 cooling mod. It routes coolant to cylinder 4 and it helps dissipate heat in that area. That area is prone to overheating. Another modification I would consider probably going up to 5W40 oil. The stock oil recommended by Subaru tends to wear thin over time. These engines tend to run hot, so upgrading to 5W40 can help resist some of that wearing of the motor oil. The brand, some people swear by certain brands. To me, I don't think it's as important. A brand that I've heard of and I personally considered when I owned my STI was Motul. If I was to recommend any other thing, if you plan to chase power, do not run Cobb off-the-shelf tunes. Unless you were running strictly the parts designated in the tune, these are meant to be a broadband tune. They are not hyper-specific. They're not meant to be ran long term. Think of it as a tune to get you by until you can gather the funds for a pro tune. But ideally, you should be pursuing a pro tune with every serious step in modification you take with your STI. And if you ever plan to push more than 400 wheel horsepower in a 2018 model year STI or older, you would probably consider doing a built block of some kind, probably closed deck or something. The 2019 and newer STIs came with a revised EJ motor out of the STI Type RA. Those are a bit more stout, but they're not bulletproof. This was just a quick list of modifications I could think of as someone who previously owned one. Let me know down below in the comments any